Okay, here we go. For the first one, I got this vase from the Dollar Tree. I got this globe from Hobby Lobby for 50% off. Got this hat from Walmart because I fell in love with it. And the rest of this stuff, I didn't even use. Well, I did use those snowmen. I got them half off at Hobby Lobby. And then I have a styrofoam disc I cut, and I'll explain that later. But anywho, for the first thing, you want to make sure you ain't got no fingernails. Fingernails? Fingerprints on your glass. Oh God. And then I'm gonna take this apart and I gotta use my scraper tool to get it off. Y'all, I'm working on my third espresso today. I'm feeling a little better, as y'all can tell. But I am just like a rabbit running through the yard with buckshot in its butt. And I don't know what I'm gonna say next. I'm at full speed right now with these espressos. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I used that cap to hold that down. That was a pretty good idea, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought so myself. Now I'm going to take a fluffy paintbrush and I'm going to take white chalk paint and I'm going to paint inside this little globe thing here. And you don't want to put paint in it and swirl it around because I'm telling y'all, it won't dry. And then it's going to be dripping everywhere. And that's kind of silly. So I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm going to paint everywhere. And then I'm going to blow dry it with my blow dryer. Not my heat gun, because my heat gun will melt it. Trust me. Don't ask me how I know. But it will melt it. And then I'm going to paint it one more time. So it's 2 coats of chalk paint. Then I'm going to take my glass and I am putting this styrofoam in there. And you put your hot glue in, but you want to make sure it stops dripping so you don't get it all over your glass. And then just put that in. And that was a styrofoam ball that I cut down to size with a knife. Okay? That's all I did. So I'm just using these cobblestone trees because they were bigger and they look better. They were glittery and just real pretty. I got them at the Dollar Tree. I took the bottoms off so I could stick that wire down in that styrofoam. But when I did, my hole got too big. I did not use hot glue. You see me? No, don't do that. I took fabric tack and I put fabric tack on that wire and then stuck it down. Now, y'all gotta make sure your hand will go down in this glass, okay? If not, you can use a fish bowl or something else. You don't have to use this vase. It's just what I had. I've been wanting to make one of these forever. I've seen them on Pinterest and everywhere, and I've loved them and been wanting to make one. So I just didn't know what I was going to put in it. I still don't know what I'm going to put in it. I'm winging it, y'all. I'm winging it. Y'all are watching me as I go and figuring it out, okay? So that looks good. And I love this little snowman right here because I love his little white snowflake in his hand. So I closed up my fabric tack and then I'm taking hot glue and I'm going to glue my little snowman up in the front right there. Right like that right there. Now, that looks good. Well, I was going to put another snowman in there and put the other snowman in there and have a trio singing or something, but it just didn't look right to me. It was a little too crowded with snowmans right there. So the truck would have went in there. That's what I was going to put in there, but I just like the snowman a little better. So anyway, it looked a little bare on the sides. It was a little sparse. So I took these trees that I was going to use in the first place. When I put them in, well, they didn't match because they didn't glitter. So I'm going to take this spray. Look, it don't spray no more. It don't spray. I got it at the Dollar Tree, but it don't spray no more. So I'm just going to take and stick my little stiff brush down in there. And I'm going to pounce it on that tree. Okay? And then when I'm done, when I get my glue on there, I'm going to take the glitter over yonder and I'm going to sprinkle glitter. I get this from Walmart. It's extra fine glitter. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over my tree. Whew, looks like I made a mess. I'm going to tap it off. And then I'm going to bury my tree in it. I don't know what I'm doing. Then I did the other one. Look at that. They're in there. I glued them down in there too. Now it looks better. It's not so empty. Okay. Y'all, I'm trying. This stuff, don't do it. It's that extra fine glittery snow stuff. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's beautiful, yes. Made a mess. Ugh, yucky. So I'm going to take my little snowballs and I mix the big ones with the little ones. Because one size balls don't look right. Snow's not uniform, you know. So I just pour some in and shake it around. And then realize that I covered up my snowman. Oh, I covered up my snowman. So I'm going to pour some out in my hand here in a second. I was trying to shake it around, get it to Yeah, but it didn't. So I just poured it out. I'm going to throw this in the trash. I ain't about putting it right back in that bag. I ain't worried about it. It ain't that important to me. So I'm just pitching it in the garbage. Now this is dry, so I'm going to put my cap back on. Okay? Well, y'all, I shouldn't. I put the seam down the sides, okay? I figured drawing it on with a marker would be better than trying to paint something. Okay? I can't draw. Look, bleh. I was trying to get it off with spit and it didn't work. So I used alcohol and I got that off. What am I drawing? I don't know. I didn't even paint that like that. I don't know why I did it. I really don't. But you'll see what I do. Now I take a fat marker, regular Sharpie, and I'm filling in. Well, I wasn't about to go around that mouth because I couldn't. I colored this in and then I don't know what I done. I went up and had to make a bigger eye, which is okay. But then I'm thinking I'm never going to get this one the same size. But I don't know if they even match. They look good. They look all right to me. So I didn't know if I wanted a boy or girl, so I just added eyebrows. At this point, I didn't know what I wanted. Y'all watch me craft as I go sometimes. So now I'm going to take my orange Sharpie and I'm just going to squiggle my nose on. This is the easiest way to do a snowman nose. I mean, easy, easy, easy peasy. Okay? And then, do not do this. This looked so dumb. I mean, this looked ignorant. I'm trying to put cheeks on, make it look rosy cheeks. They look purple for one thing, and it's ugly. Well, I just keep it going. I'm putting the white dots in with you can use a paint marker, or this is one of those metallic markers from the Dollar Tree. I love those things. And I'm just like, this looks so dumb. So I said, well, let me outline my carrot here and define that thing and see if the cheeks get any better, which they do not. I said, well, let me just stick it on here. I was going to wipe it off. Do you see that? I thought, you can't wipe it off. It's dry, you dummy. So I just put it on there, and I'm thinking maybe I'll like it when I get it together. I don't even know at this point. So I'm just taking my hot glue, and I'm putting my hot glue around that rim there, and I'm going to shove it down in that jar. Now, I'm working on this hat. This thing was hard to cut. Look at that. I don't know what the world that thing was, but it was hard to cut. This was not hard to cut, but because it has this wire around the bottom, it ain't gonna sit real good on that snowman head. So I'm just cutting my wire with the wire cutters, and this wire is easier. And then I discovered there's a dadgum cage in this thing. Thinking, shoot. So I have to clip all these things out here, and then pull that cage thing out, and then, because look, now you can get this to go down, but then my darn hat fell apart. So I was hot gluing my hat. I love this hat, y'all. It was so stinking cute to me. I glued it back together. And then I finished clipping my prongs, and then it fits better. So, to put it on the head, I am going to... Oh, I gotta show you this. I forgot I did this. This is rubbing alcohol in this bottle. Okay, I sprayed it on a paper towel, and I had to get them cheeks off. And then it took half of my smile, so I had to redo that. But it looks 100% better now without them dumb spots on it. So now let me glue my hat down, y'all. Let me glue my hat. So I'm going to take fabric tack because I don't know if the hot glue is going to pop off that plastic, you know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Or doesn't. But anyway, I'm going to put the fabric tack on the inside right here whenever it comes out. Ooh, it's coming. Fabric tack on the inside. Hot glue around the outside. When I get a glue stick. Y'all, I'm going to get me a bigger glue gun with a small nozzle. I need a new one. I'm going to get one. I'm looking for one. I'm going to get it. So then, I just put it down on the head where I want it. Push it down. Then I realized my wire's showing. So I'm going to tack around this around this hat, and pull that little fleece fabric and tack it down. So this is easy to just glue and pull the fabric down, but I really don't know why I made y'all watch all this. I didn't cut it out. I should have edited it out. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I'm sorry, but It's in here anyway. I'll probably not ever drink espressos and do a voiceover again because I am rubbing that jar. Why was I Oh, I was trying to make sure there wasn't no glue on it. Whew. Okay, I got one of these mops from the Dollar Tree, and I wanted to use it for a scarf, and I thought, I am not cutting this. So I was going to take it apart and cut it that way instead of having this back thing on it. So I'm using my scissors, and I'm just snipping threads. Look at this. It is a little, like, it's one thing sewn on there. So I thought, seam ripper would have been better, but I wasn't about to get up and go get the darn thing. So I'm just using scissors, and all I do is pull, snip thread, pull, snip thread, pull, snip thread. And then these scissors didn't cut, so I got my fabric scissors. But I don't know why I'm making y'all watch this either. All I'm doing is pulling, snipping. I'm so sorry, y'all. You can tell I've been away for a minute. I'm trying to get back in the swing. Look at that. It's 2 pieces. Shock. But that's the cutest little thing to use for a scarf. I think I was showing you there. Since I had this fuzzy scarf, I made it a girl and put eyelashes on it with my little fine tip marker. But anyway, I didn't want to cut this, so I just pulled my end. That one end I glued right there was coming apart, so I just put glue on it and smashed it down. Then I'm going to run this around and tie it. Well, I'm going to run it around again and tie it. And then I'm going to pull it over. Wait. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Sorry. That was funny. Okay, I'm going to wrap this around again. Yeah, I might get it this time. I'm not sure. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. I don't even know. I'm pulling it tighter. Let me see. Y'all, I don't remember what I did. Oh, I did get it. I got it. I had to stop it and get it, okay? I didn't cut it off, though. Now I'm just taking my glue, and I'm gluing it to the plastic globe and the glass. It probably won't stick to glass. I don't know, but I'm gluing it anyway, just in case. I'm not going to be pulling up by his head anyway. I'm going to grab the jar. So if I did, I'd probably pull the head off. I don't know. But I don't want to cut this fluffy thing. So I'm just going to glue it and pull it up. Because when you cut these, that fur goes everywhere. I mean everywhere. Maybe not with a little piece like this, but it is, yuck. It's nasty, okay? So I'm just going to take and glue it and smush it together. And it just makes, a little heavier on the end, but you can't even see it because it just blends in. Well, you can see it. Look at that. So I end up, I forgot. I did cut that off. And I just pull it while it's there, and then I glue it so it don't come out anymore. So I'm just gluing it and smushing it, and then I'll get this mess up in a minute. I'm just gluing it and smushing it. That's all I'm doing. Gluing and smushing. How many times I tell y'all that? Then I cut this off because it was hanging out. So it didn't fray, though. It did a little bit, but it's okay. All right. Shoo. Now, I'm going to keep fluffing this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, good Lord. No. Oh, good Lord. I'm going to take this spray glue and I'm going to put glitter on that scarf to match that hat. Y'all, oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I'm showing you the glitter again. Like y'all don't know what it is. Whew. Y'all can't see the glitter, but it's there. It just ain't dry yet, but it's there, okay? And there you go. I do add something to it because it looked a little bare. My daughter said add something. So there it is. I'm showing y'all. I put that right there on. Just sprigs, pine cones, and berries to match that one on her head, okay? And there she is. Disregard my fabric back there. I wasn't prepared to take this video. Okay, this one I really, really, really wanted. But it didn't come out like I thought it would. But it's okay. I still like it. So I got these 3 arrows from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take all these little twine things out, okay? This one right here has staples. So I got to use my staple puller. But anyhow, I'm going to get them out. Then I'm going to take my miter shears. And I cut one because I didn't know if I'd do it. And I didn't want y'all to see me looking stupid. So I cut one off. And you want to cut it on the side where the holes are. I had to adjust my miter on it. This is not as hard as it looks. I just was scared it would flick through the room. But anyway, I got that off. Okay? And this is what I'm showing you. Make sure you clip the side where the holes are. Okay? Now, this will go here, and that will go there. And this is supposed to be a church, okay? I want to make a country church. I've seen them, and I love them. I think they are so, so beautiful. For the record, I should have brought that middle one down and cut it off a little bit so it wasn't so tall. Because, to me, this looks like a Halloween decoration, haunted house. And anyway, you'll see. So, I was confused right here. Y'all see me in my confusion because I wanted it the same, even on both sides, you know. And I was like, how am I supposed to do this? So I just take my pencil here and I'll make marks. Now y'all watch my stupidity right here. I'll admit it. Watch what I did. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking. So here I go, and I draw my line. And then I use my big arrow right there, and I draw my line. Like I know what I'm doing right there. Look at that. Look, I got it straight. Yay, me. Yeah, same side, dummy. I had to take it and do it again. Ugh. But anyway, look, it looked better with the house down. Did you see that? And you might want to move your arrows in a little more than I did, because it looks like a haunted house. But anyway, these things had splinters, so I'm just like, I'm sanding it down right here and trying to get it flat. You don't want it bumped up back there. So I'm going to take my Type Bond and I am going to put a thin layer because it'll get squishy when you push it. It'll squish together or squish out. So I'm going to take my Type Bond, put it on the inside for the permanent hold, and take my hot glue and put it on the outside. You seen what I done. Now, when you put these together, make sure that the bottom is flush, because however you want to put it, hang it or stand it, it needs to be straight. You don't want a wonky donkey house. So, here I'm putting the second one on. And like I said, I should have scooted them together or if you would just bring that arrow down, the middle one, and cut it off, it would not look so haunted. We have a haunted church. But anyway, them things didn't feel real sturdy. So I had popsicles or craft sticks sitting there, tongue depressors, and I'm put glue on it. Now when you do, push your arrows up. Otherwise you're gluing it crooked or wonky. So you want to, what's the point in bracing it if it's not braced right? Okay. So push it up into the sticks and then it'll lay flat. You want this flat, not bowed over. That's my point. I think I have a point. So now I'm going to take Waverly Steel chalk paint, and I'm just going to paint this, but I'm not worried about the coverage. I'm just slapping paint on here because I'm going to distress it anyway. So it really doesn't matter if you paint it solid or you paint it however you want to paint it, okay? This is just how I want to paint it. I'm just here to inspire you. That's why I told you and help you. Don't do a haunted house. Bring your arrow down. But anyway, now I'm going to take a dry paper towel and I'm wiping some of the paint off, okay? I forgot my side. Make sure you paint your sides. So I painted my side. Now I'm going to take white and a chippy brush, and I piled it right there. That's okay. And I'm going to chippy this thing. Now, I did something after this I wish I hadn't have done, because I like the stark chippy of this. I love this right here. Why I did this next step, I don't know. But you might like it, and you might want to do it. I took, after I did the heat gun and dried it, a sanding block. And I hated it. I thought, why? Why did I do this? Now, you might like this look. Like I said, you might even want to distress it. You want to paint it however you want to. But I didn't like this. So I have to go in a minute, and I'm going to fix it once I clean my thing. I'm wiping it down, and I'm going to take my chippy brush, okay? And I'm going to, I shook that to get some in the top so I didn't have to dig down in that. So I'm trying to get all my white, as much as I can, off on this paper towel. And I'm going to take my chippy brush, and I'm going to lightly go over this with gray again to bring some of that gray and that starkness back, okay? If I don't like this, then I'll go back over it again with white. one thing with painting, if you don't get it right, you can just start all over. It's no biggie. It's no big deal. So now I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to clean up my table. I have to scrape it with a razor and get all that off there, because the next step, I don't want no paint on it but what I'm putting on it, okay? So I'm just going to clean this off. Now I have two of these domino pieces from the wood domino game. I got this thing last year, okay? I don't even know if they still have it. I haven't seen it. And then I have this, I don't know what stick it is with a sticker on it. I don't even know. So I'm going to use my heat gun and my scraper and get that off. But y'all can use the big craft sticks that they have at Walmart. Different size craft sticks. Y'all can use not popsicle sticks. They're too small. But you know what I mean. Tongue depressor sticks. I am patting that wood. I don't know what in the world I was doing. Ugh, my brain. I was thinking, where's my white? I don't know what I was thinking, actually. But anyway, I'm going to paint all these just plain white. Okay, I painted them white. Now, I needed a doorknob and nothing would work. So I took a dowel rod, okay? And I took my miter shears. And every time I clipped a stinking piece off, it split down the middle. Well, I was clipping too short. And I didn't want it to flick everywhere. See, you saw two pieces right there. So I cut it off and I got my piece. So I put it between two sneezers. I put it in my tweezers. Do you see them? And I sanded the edges down because I wanted it to sit flat. Then I was gonna paint it brown. Whew. And I didn't. I thought that don't match nothing. So I painted it gray. Okay? I painted it gray. Y'all didn't see me do that. Y'all. Ooh, the struggle's real right now. So now I'm just going to take and hot glue my door on. And I ain't measuring this. I am eyeballing. I'm good at it most of the time. But I had to wiggle that thing over there before I pushed it down. But anywho, then I'm going to put my windows in. And, man, I promise y'all, this looks like a haunted house. I got a haunted church. Oh, Lord have mercy. My brain made it look better than this. But I still like it. But my brain, it looked better. When I get it finished, it will look a little better. I promise. So, anyways. Now I'm going to glue my little doorknob on there. Look. I think I glued my my knob down too low. I don't know. But I'm short, so it works for me. But anyways. I have this wreath that I'm going to put on there. But before I do that, I wanted to, distress my windows and kind of, I don't know, define them a little bit because they were really white. And, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. So I'm taking a little bitty chippy brush and I'm just going around the edges to define it. And then I'm going to, streak down it a little bit just to, I don't know. You know me, just to dirty it up or gum it up or not gum it up or dirty it up or whatever. Distress it. I'm distressing. I am stressing. Anyways, so I take this wreath and I got a bunch of them at Hobby Lobby before I realized I had a butt ton of them at home. But anyway, and I'm taking pip berries from Dollar Tree, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby as well. And I'm just going around and around and around this wreath with these pip berries. Then when I get done, I just take the end and shove it down in that wreath because it looks like it's incorporated with the wreath when you do that. And then my berries didn't quite match up. Two fell off. So I'm going to glue them on here. And then I'm going to pick them off, different ones, and cut them. And then I'm going to glue them down on here. And then there's two hanging on the bottom that I'm actually going to glue to the wreath. And you'll see that in just a minute because I, for the love of God, don't know why I am showing you all of this. I really don't. It don't even matter, but it's in here. It's free. Here you go. All right. Now, I got the sprig from the Dollar Tree. They had these this year, and I absolutely fell in love with them. So I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm going to snip one side so that it's flat. Okay? I'm going to hot glue it. But I ain't going to touch it because that crap's hot. Glue goes everywhere. So I'm going to take this spatula, and it's silicone so it don't stick. And I'm going to hold it and glue these things down. Okay? You want to make sure they're glued down good. You don't want it falling apart when you get it done. So they're on there. That just makes it look cuter. But I'm not done. So I got these little little pieces. They're pine cones with little berries. And I get these at Hobby Lobby. I get them every year because I love them. I use them all the time on my DIYs. And I'm dancing. What? Oh, sorry. So I'm just gluing these down. Make sure you hold them so the glue sticks. And then I am going to take these berries that I don't know where I got these. I don't know if I got them at the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. But anyway, they were in bundles. And I took them apart and they're on a wire. And I'm just cutting it and sticking them in just around them pine cones just because it looks better. I don't know why. I don't know why I do what I do sometimes. But I'm just sticking them in because it looks better in my brain. But anyway, I don't know what I was cutting. Oh, a chunk of glue. Anyway, now I need this here, but I don't want to put it here because we can use the church at all times. So I took a little eye hook and I spread it apart with pliers, wire pliers. And then I took my wire cutters and cut it off because it was curled around too much and it wouldn't go around my wreath. So now I can just hang my little wreath on there, y'all. And I can change that wreath out for every season. But it still looks like a haunted church. It looks a little better with the wreath on there. But if y'all do this, please cut your middle one down. It will look a whole lot better. Y'all can put a sawtooth hanger on there to hang it up. Or whatever hanger you want. Piece of jute, don't matter. But I'm going to glue mine to this stick right here I had. And I'm just going to put hot glue on it. And then I'm going to put that down and then push my thing up on there. And that's a better way to do it so that you know that it stands correctly. And there you go. This one is done. There's my wreath. And there's my haunted church. No, I'm just kidding. I like it. This is what my projects ended up looking like. And I hope you like them. You know the drill. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And you are a blessing. Until next time. Goodbye.